Hey, what's up? It's James E. Walker, man of many hats, artist of many acts. Welcome to episode 25 of my Jewel Drop of the Days. Jewel Drops only. And in this video, what I want to talk about is the concept of leading by example. I admit that leading by example over the years, I always felt that it was one of the greatest gestures that I could make to help inspire others or to set an example. But what I've come to realize that not only does leading by example has its positive effects, but it also has some negative effects that come with it, and I want to share some insight on some of those negative effects so that as you continue to grow as a leader, you can keep some of these upsets and some of these things that come, or should I say some of the responsibilities that come with leadership, and use that for your advantage. To not be discouraged from leading by example, but to continue to help you grow as a leader. Now, unfortunately, over the years, I've lost some so-called friends or partners due to the fact that their skin actually wasn't tough enough to deal with the harsh realities about their own self-sabotage. What I realized is that as I continue to grow and actually put together a plan of action towards the goals that I was working towards, or just speak on how I felt about certain things, these people will begin to call me arrogant, call me, selfish, call me egotistical. And in the beginning, it bothered me because I felt that this was so untrue, for what my intentions were and the things that I had going on in life. But the reality was more so is that these people didn't want to actually look in the mirror to see, the things that they were actually doing wrong. The more that I was gaining confidence, the more that I was doing, the more I was learning and growing into who I was supposed to become as a creative, it bothered these people. It began to intimidate the people around me. It began to make people feel as if they wasn't doing anything in their life. And sometimes we don't have control over how someone else feels. It's a different in when you're trying to show somebody up and only be great and don't want to share the same jewels with these people and help pull them people up. That's what I would call arrogant. If I'm like, I'm better than you and look at what I can do and you can't do this. But when I'm showing up daily, I'm the person that's in the trenches with you and I'm trying to pull you up, you'd be surprised how many people will actually back away or get scared. As they see your success growing, success actually scares many people. And as a creative, when you find yourself in these environments and you find yourself in this type of atmosphere with people, this is an unhealthy situation, and what you eventually realize that you have to do is you either have to remove yourself from around these people and move forward, or eventually these negative people, this negative energy is going to remove itself from around you because it can't deal with, like I say, the harsh realities of their insecurities. Sometimes people want to project their own fears, their own insecurities on you to keep you at their level of success, to keep you at the level that they're on, whatever their comfort zone is. As your dreams become more ambitious and you begin to put together a plan of action on these dreams, you'll start to see how the energy changes, and it will start to create a separation between the positive and the negative energy. So I'm simply sharing my experience to help other creatives that may suffer from this or run into this problem over time. I meet a lot of people that, are constantly trying to build a team. They're constantly trying to find the right dots to connect, to pull everything together. And I just believe that if you help enough people do what they're trying to do, eventually you'll get to where you're trying to get to. But when everybody is just out for self and nobody has a clear vision of where they want to go, it does create friction. So it's important that you surround yourself with people on the same frequency, people on the same energy as you are. Through my own experiences, I've had people to just disappear. Like, no closure, no explanation, nothing. They just disappeared. And another word of encouragement is when negative people disappear out of your life, don't beat yourself up about what is it that you could have done to make this person happy. What is it that you could have done to make things right, or what did you do wrong? realize that you can actually fly higher now because the anchors have been removed from your ankles and the burdens off your back. At the end of the day, eagles fly with eagles. So keep that in mind, man. That's all I got for today. James E. Walker, man of many hats, artist of many acts. If you haven't subscribed already, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if these jewel drops have been instrumental to your creativity, because it means a lot to me to know that I'm actually inspiring other creatives. So that's all I got. Peace.